Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Gepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner, Anderson in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God, that's another one for Montbury Tech.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United. Well, here we are, the derby, which all football fans in our state mark since these sides met so long ago, and also at the beginning of the season, not to miss. A history spanning 63 years, 11 months and 13 days since these great rivals' first ever competitive fixture at Hanson Reserve, in which today's home side triumphed. This game is sure to provide a remarkable spectacle. This battle, with more than just footballing history attached to it, a war more than just 3 points, and a game which decides who has the bragging rights to hold over the other until the next contest. From this fixture has some players like Elvis Campsoba for Adelaide Croatia Raiders, who had a brace last time these sides played and has since become an international for his country of Burundi. This is an encounter buried in history, multiculturalism and a fixture which means so much to these fans in the stands today. So with not long to kick off and the wait becoming ever so unbearable, let's get this performance of passion, flair and finesse and of course football underway here at the Croatian Sports Centre for round 7 of the men's RAA NPL South Australia, as it's Adelaide Croatia Raiders against FK Beograd. I'm your commentator for this one, Seb O'Neill, on a lovely afternoon, joined by the one and only Mark Talbot. Mark, how are you going on this fine afternoon?
I'm very well now that we're here and at this absolute spectacle as the crowds are rolling in.
Absolutely. More and more people slowly coming through the gates, making their way into the stands. We'll go through the starting laps in a moment, but Mark, what do you expect from this one today?
It's going to be a very high intense encounter between these two teams. There'll be lots of hard challenges, plenty of football. I'm hoping for plenty of goals, but we do know that the one thing we can be guaranteed of is there's going to be a lot of passion, there's going to be a lot of hard-fought battles, and I think the team that leaves it all out on the pitch will come away with the win, but I picked a draw, so I'm hoping for a draw, but a high-scoring one at least.
Goals is most certainly what we want in this fixture, and passion, as you said, equally as important. As both sides get ready to walk out, we'll go through the starting lineup, starting with the home side of Adelaide Croatia Raiders, starting with their captain, number 3, Manly Barnett, number 5, Bradley Corbo, number 8, Callum Campbell, number 10, Katsuyoshi Kimishima, number 14, Oliver Zafridis, number 18, Paul Radici, number 19, Reece Thompson, number 22, their goalkeeper, Vincent Barbaro, number 24, Frank Busasa, number 26, Yuto Ikeda, and number 31, Stefano Matteo, with head coach Vlado Blajeka. Going to the away side of FK Beograd, starting at the back with number 2, Danish international Michael Jakobsen, number 4, Damien Luic, number 6, Daniel Gonning, number 7, Massimo Falco, number 10, Anthony Trimboli, number 11, Ninko Beric, number 13, Joshua Kavanagh in goals, number 17, Jason Konstantopoulos, number 19, Udai Koike, number 20, Jared Clark, and number 22, Frobert Neonkuru, with head coach Adrian Deloya. As both sides start to walk out on what will be a momentous day for both of these great teams. The crowd is built. And you can certainly feel it. Refereeing staff today, assistant referees Liam Miller and Thomas Tembing. Congratulations to referee in the middle, Regis Queflek, for his 100th game here in South Australia. Momentous achievement for any player, referee or member of staff to achieve.
Oh, most definitely. And to be honest, he would have probably had a lot more if he'd not taken time off away from the game. He would be probably, this would probably be a 200th. But great achievement and great to have him back in the game here in Adelaide.
Manly Barnett with the captain's armband for Adelaide Croatia Raiders. For the home side today, and Ninko Beric with the armband of FK Beograd.
In the absence of Andoni Natsiopoulos today, who's still out with shoulder injury, is that right, Seb?
I believe so. He is here today. I've seen him.
He is. He wouldn't miss this one. That's for sure. In any aspect, unfortunately, he can't play it, which he would be very disappointed about. But no, he's certainly here in the crowd as club captain, and you'd expect him to be here for this one.
Both sides entering their huddle. This game means ever so much to both of these clubs here in South Australia. And for the first time tonight, we'll also cross down to a man on the sidelines, Johnny Kecko. How's it looking from down there?
It is building nicely, boys. The crowd's pumping. There's a big crowd down here, right in front of the bar area. The stands are packed. It's pumping nicely, boys. I can feel the atmosphere, the tension in the crowd. It's been a long time coming in the top flight. Almost 9 years now since they've played in the NPL, so you can really feel it. The passion's about to come out, and I'm absolutely very pumped, boys. I'm going to bring it all the action from down here up to you, boys.
Thank you, Johnny. And like the great Phil Collins song, Mark, you can definitely feel it in the air tonight.
You certainly can. And I'm just looking out from our vantage point, it is a massive crowd here. We've got, from where we are, the left is mainly the Croatian side of the raceway, as we are on top of the raceway, and to the right is more the FK Beograd supporters taking up a lot of the seating space. But huge crowd, so this is very, very exciting.
This game first played all the way back in 1960, a Saturday afternoon match at Hanson Reserve, 1-0 the way of Adelaide Croatia. I'm sure they'd love to repeat that in 2024 as we get kickoff underway here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Luic losing the ball out there, but winning the foul in the process. Michael Jakobsen. Judar Koike. Beograd attempting to go down the left wing, but Frank Busasa gets in the way for the time being until Judar Koike gets fouled. Free kick on this close side for FK Beograd. Luic gets it back. Goni looks forward. Falco manages to just keep it in. Goni just launching forward once again, only into the path of Yudo Ikeda. This 5 p.m. kickoff here in South Australia. One of only 2 games being played on the Saturday. We had Campbelltown versus Adelaide Comets earlier, which ended 3-0 the way of the away side and a red card to Campbelltown. Had 3 games last night, with still 1 to come tomorrow afternoon. But you'd have to say, Mark, the big focus from everyone this weekend was this one.
Yeah, definitely. And I was chatting with a couple of guys as well about this game, and it was quite an interesting conversation. I was saying that you look at your Campbelltowns and your Blue Eagles as your biggest derbies, but for me, it's this is probably the biggest in the state.
Ninko Beric on the front foot now, on the edge of the box, having the strike, only going out for the first corner of the match. Just before this corner gets taken, Johnny, we'll cross back down to you. What do you have for us?
I was just going to say, the boys are all wanting to get the first touch on the ball. I just got my first touch, and I feel just as much as the players did, I feel excited after getting that touch. But the crowd's actually really good. They're getting very vocal and excited for this action. Now that we're finally underway, the tension's dropped a little bit down here. So I'll keep you posted. There's a few faces in the crowd, familiar faces from local football, so I'll pin those out later on.
Corner comes in. On the edge of the box, the strike! Ever so close, going wide, but a first great opportunity for FK Beograd away from home.
Yeah, good corner there, and it come out to what looked to be Luch, who on the edge of the box is free. He's lashed at it with that left boot and just took cut it a little bit, just forced it wide, but great start there for FK Beograd. Really pushing on that front foot at the moment.
Throw in to be taken on that far side. Koike back with Jared Clark, the Vanuatuan international. Puts a great ball over the top, looking for Massimo Falco. Puts the ball into the box. And well done just to stop it by Vincent Barbaro.
Yeah, great ball over the top there, and Falco using his pace to get him behind. He's unleashed, but straight at Barbaro, who, for a goalkeeper this early to have hands like that onto the ball is a great confidence start for him. So he'll build from that, and he'll look to use that as his starting point for the game.
Losing possession initially, but still trying to find their way through Croatia Raiders as the ball comes in. Nothing really to come to it, and Joshua Kavanagh will happily take the goal kick. Quite a lovely day here in Adelaide, considering lately we've had a bit of rain, a bit of gloominess. The weather's really come out for today. Bit chilly, but you'd have to say it's perfect, almost perfect football weather, Mark.
It is perfect football weather. You want it for a player, you want it a little bit on the nippier side, just so that when you start to get around, it doesn't sap you with that heat. So, and when the lights come on,
which they have now actually,
yeah, and once that sun goes down, it will certainly get chilly.
Going back to, I think, a foul here and back plate. A free kick for Croatia Raiders. Just to remind you from around the grounds as well. Today, earlier we had Campbelltown. I said it was 3-0. Actually ended up 4-0 the way of Adelaide Comets, with Campbelltown having 2 men sent off in Josh Morey and Alessio Malisi at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre.
I'm glad for that update, Seb, because I haven't seen that result yet. I was driving here, so...
Headed downwards. Needing to deal with this. They don't do well enough. Trimboli's into the box now. Puts the ball in. He's dealt with for now. Still struggling to really get a hold of it. On the edge of the box, Luic puts it out wide. The ball comes in. It falls nicely. Connection just deflected.
Yeah, FK Beograd have certainly settled into this game a lot quicker than what Raiders have. They haven't allowed Raiders any time on the ball at this stage. Really putting them under pressure, but they've had those opportunities. Great ball in there from Falco into Trimboli, who's unable to get a clean shot at goal. But Raiders really need to sort of settle and get the ball down and start playing their natural game, because at the moment FK Beograd are really on top of them.
These two sides right next to each other on the NPL ladder. He's throwing on that far side. And Jared Clark to take this free kick for FK Beograd. Yonkuru with the ball, just losing out, but still with the possession of his side. Back with Jared Clark. A very experienced, internationally experienced backline for FK Beograd in Denmark and Vanuatu for Jakobsen and Clark, respectively. Of course, it's been a while since Michael Jakobsen did represent Denmark, but Jared Clark, I think maybe even less than a month ago, represented Vanuatu, playing in some friendlies over in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, last international break was only 3 weeks ago, I think it was, so he was certainly involved there, which is great for our local game, to be able to have players at our local level be representing their country.
Frank Busasa lit up the game last time I was here when they played against Adelaide City. Couldn't do so much there, but definitely a player to look out for in this one.
Yeah, he's certainly going to look to cut in and take on Kirke as often as he can. But he's certainly lit up the league, especially for Raiders the last few weeks, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do tonight. But he's certainly an outball for Raiders when they're in trouble or when they need to something happen. They can certainly find him.
Just a bit of a talking to being had to both sides.
Regis just trying to make sure he keeps on top of things at the moment, because it could get very messy at times today if he lets it go. And he's just sort of letting the boys know that he's in charge, and that if they want a clean game and to stay in the park, they're going to have to listen to him.
We'll go back down on the sideline to Johnny Keko. Johnny, early stages still, how's it looking?
Yeah, it's looking good here. The tension, as I was mentioned earlier, is very high. But just quickly on Regis as well, controlling the game, chatting to him pre-game. This is not his first rodeo as well. He's done this fixture back in 2008 or 9. Can't remember the exact year, but he was in that. And he mentioned how he remembers that game fondly, and a couple of the tackles that he had to deal with to calm it down. And he did it perfectly then, so he knows how to control it. Obviously, he's had a bit more experience since then with officiating games, so he knows all too well what this fixture means to both these sides. So I think he's prepared for whatever comes his way today, boys. I'll keep you posted as it gets heated.
I was going to say, was it you that couldn't remember if it was 2005 or 2009? Was it him?
No, he couldn't remember exactly which year it was. Put him on the spot. I asked him when it was, but I saw the photo. There's photo evidence of it. But those kebab smells are putting me off, so...
I was going to see how long it took you to mention food.
I've been thinking about it since I got here at 3 o'clock.
And there's the first card of the game too to Beograd. And Regis just stating 1, 2, 3. He's had to speak with him 3 times, so on the third one, unfortunately, he's given him the card. So Beograd is going to be very careful now. It's
3 times in 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's only the 11th minute, 12th minute into the game, so he has to be very careful now. They're the sort of tackles we just saw there that I'm expecting to see throughout the game. And Reece is going to have to stay on top of those there from Thompson, just sort of lunging in and just correct on the FK Beograd player. But I think we can probably expect to see a few more of those in this game.
I was going to say, I saw Adelaide Croatia Raiders put out a promo video today for this match with footage of games from don't even know how long ago, and there were some tackles in there that were pretty industrial and not going for the ball, I must say.
Oh yeah, I did see the same promo and I thought, wow, yes, it's it was quite an interesting video to see. Some of those tackles certainly wouldn't survive in today's game. That's for sure.
If you can call them tackles, I must say.
That's very true. I did watch that. I didn't see any footage from 2005, but it wasn't a good year for Raiders that year.
Why's that?
We do know why that one. They lost the cup and the league finals that year.
You say they?
Well, I was there. I was a part of the team, and we just couldn't quite get over the line in the end. We did lose to FK Beograd in the cup final that year.
Busasa running down this right wing in a good position to put the ball in. Takes on one, and it's an early penalty for Croatia Raiders. The foul committed by Judaj Koike.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, that's their out ball. If they need something to happen at this stage of the game when they're under a little bit of pressure, they've slowly built themselves back in. They find Busasa out on this right-hand side up against Koike, and as you can see there, he sent him which way, got inside the box, drew the foul. Unfortunately, there's no arguments from anyone on that one. It was certainly a penalty.
And it looks like Busasa will also be the man to take the penalty for Croatia Raiders. Or not. I think maybe perhaps a little bit disappointed that he wasn't able to take the penalty.
I'd say he was taking one for the team there, and that's what they do in heated situations. They pretend someone else is going to take it, then they give it to the real penalty taker. So I'll give him the credit there.
Katsuyoshi Kimishima over the spot kick. Can see a crowd gathering behind the goal, almost waiting for this one to go in. And you think if Josh Kavanagh does save it, what a great rest of this 90 minutes we have. Kimishima against Kavanagh. Good penalty. Kimishima gets the scoring underway, 1-0 to Adelaide Croatia Raiders.
Yeah, great finish there from Kimishima. He sent Kavanagh the wrong way and just rolled it into the other corner. And as we can hear, the Croatia chant started already. But you have to admit, it probably goes slightly against the run of play in the first 15 minutes. NFK Beograd was really on top. But Raiders are slowly starting to play themselves into the game, which is what I said they needed to do. They needed to settle and play themselves in, and they've done that. And you find Busasa, you get him 1v1 against any fullback in this league, and he's going to at least make something happen once or twice in that night, in that game. And he's already done that 14 minutes in, so it's going to be a very enticing battle for the rest of this game now.
Katsuyoshi Kimishima from the penalty spot. As you said, Mark, probably against the run of play. But then, as we also said, Frank Busasa was probably that man to make that difference at any point in the match and the one to look out for, and he won the penalty. Here he is again. Beograd missing that pass, one of the few players to cross the divide, you could say.
Yeah, not many have done it. and he's been on fire this year. He's played really well for Raiders. He's doing exceptionally well. They've worked out the best way to play him and utilise him in this team. And I mean, he scored a hat-trick the other week, so he's on the scoreboard, and he looks dangerous when going forward. So it's great for Raiders.
Frank Busasa once again on this right wing, looking to threaten the defence of FK Beograd. Puts the ball looking at the back post, headed away by Jared Clark. Nice use of the body there from Ninko Beric. Goes out for the throw-in for FK Beograd. Busasa. Jared Clark picks out that pass. Udo Ikeda getting in the way of that one. Cross comes in. Nothing too threatening, except the corner.
Yeah, Raiders are now starting to put FK Beograd under a little bit more and more pressure. And FK really now need to sit in and just see out this pressure, just to get themselves settled and get back into this game. So it's going to be interesting to see how FK Beograd and how Adrian Deloya now gets his charges ready for this, what could be an onslaught effectively with Raiders putting the pressure on. So they've got to be very careful. Beric, they need Beric to hold that ball up a little bit more, just allow him to bring those players in.
Corner comes in. Only gets to the edge of the box for the goal scorer of this one so far. Good save by Kavanagh. Just gets his body in the way. Probably didn't know where it really was, but did well to keep it out for a possible second.
Yeah, really good defending and good goalkeeping there. FK Beograd just not winning that second ball and allowing Raiders to get a second opportunity from the corner. And just fortunately for FK Beograd, Kavanagh comes up strong and big in that save. Not sure if it ended up hitting him or Jakobsen in the end, but between the pair of them,
probably don't care.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. At this stage of the game, you don't care. You just keep the ball out the back of the net and go again.
Busasa, chested down. Does well to turn. Reece Thompson. Kavanagh does well to come off his line.
Yeah, great turn there from Thompson. Kavanagh quick off his line, is able to knock that out, and FK Beograd now come away with it.
Ninko Beric now on the wing. Has to go against Barnett. Barnett wins out that time round. Pass not working out. Handball in the process.
Yeah, that battle between Ninko Beric and Barnett's proving to be an absolute delight for a viewer that likes a good 1v1 battle. Barnett got on top of him there, but I think that's going to be one to watch for me for the rest of the night. There's little individual battles all over the park that are really enticing, that one. And the other one is obviously Busasa and this Kweke on our near side here. There's some of the real tight battles and what could effectively change the game at any moment with those one-on-ones.
Manly, Barnett. Corbo. Perhaps looking for Busasa was a bit deeper than he has been so far this half, so pass didn't make it. Neon Kuru manages to get it down. Beograd still with it. Beric sliding in early is Kimishima, but still wins it. Managing to get the ball through in this attacking phase now, FK Beograd. Trim bowling. Pass just not making it. Corbo very high up on the pitch. And fair enough, he has one out for his side. Ball in on the left foot. Cleared away by Jakobsen. Matteo. One of 3 top goal scorers for Raiders this season. The header! 2-0 to Adelaide Croatia Raiders early on.
Yeah, and that all started from a tackle in the middle of the park by Corbo, who, strong tackle, won the ball and was able to get down that left-hand side. 2 crosses later, they managed to get the goal, but Radici, you can't allow Radici that much space in the box because he will finish. I feel a little bit for Kavanagh, he did get a hand to it, but too good a header in the end, and the cross was just pinpoint from, I think it was Zafaridis who swung that ball in. But that side, Zafaridis and Matteo, really good understanding. They know when to go, when to stay, and that's what's caused that. Matteo got the first cross in, Zafaridis teed him up, and then the next one, it's the other way around. So really good understanding on that left-hand side, and it's brought about that second goal. And it's now a long way back for FK Beograd, and that will probably be a booking. Oh, he got away with the first one there. Thought he might have booked him.
We'll cross down to our man on the sidelines, Johnny Keko. Last time we crossed down to you, it was still 0-0. Now it's 2.
I know. I've been very busy down here soaking up the crowd. It's very loud. I'm just coming from the Croatian side of the grandstand side, and now we're absolutely loving it. They're singing, the chanting in their own, and obviously in Croatian, some Croatian songs. So they're very much soaking up the atmosphere at the moment. But on the other hand, the grandstand, which is mostly the Serbian supporters, are a little bit more mellow at the moment, so not really enjoying it at the moment. But for myself here as a neutral, it's a great spectacle to be able to soak all this in. And, well, hopefully there's more goals. Hopefully there's 2 more goals by the time you come back down to me next time. And I'll cross down to, I'll also let you know about some of the faces I've seen in the crowd as well tonight. Adrian Stencer's in the crowd. Also a father of a former Croatian player as well. Tony Goulin is here in the crowd as well, supporting his son's former side. So a lot of big faces and names in the crowd here tonight for this big fixture.
Thanks for that, Johnny. Plenty of fans carrying around Croatian and Serbian flags, or in jerseys of Croatian and Serbian clubs such as Dinamo Zagreb or Red Star Belgrade. Seen a few of those around. This game really embracing the culture of football as a whole. Ball over the top, offside.
That was very, very tight there. Very tight. We don't have, unfortunately, don't have the replays, but that was very close. A good run in behind from Beric there, and Jarrett Clark able to pick him out. And I think that was Clark was the one to hit the ball in behind for Falco quite early on. So maybe they need to look at that a little bit more at the moment and just trying to spread the game a little bit and spread that pitch.
Corbo looking forward for Campbell. Ball just go out for the goal kick. Goal kick for Adelaide Croatia Raiders. Busasa against Neon Kuru. Jakobsen just feeling the after effects of that clearance there, struggling in back plate. But FK Beograd have gotten forward now. Needs to get past. Looking for the cutback. And Jakobsen slowly making his way back. Doesn't look in too good shapes.
No, he's certainly struggling after that. I didn't see if it was a hit or if it was just landed awkwardly, but he certainly seems to be struggling at the moment. And he's up against Basasa, which is probably not a good thing.
Yeah, he's going to be tested. Does get the deflection.
Yeah, no,
but
he's done for. I don't see how he's going to continue. And FK Beograd are just having one of the players warm up now.
Just Jakobsen. All he did was clear the ball forward. And seems to have just tweaked something.
Yeah, that's his night done, I think. I don't see him coming back on. And you can see it's affected him as well. He's not happy about it. Just have to wait to see what change FK Beograd make. But they certainly wouldn't have had to be forced into a change at the 27th minute mark of the game. So have to keep an eye and see if we can get Johnny to get an update for us as to the extent. But might be good for FK Beograd this little break just to see how just to give them a chance to regroup, reanalyse, and Adrian to get some messages out to his charges, and hopefully they can utilise this little break to do that and get themselves back in this game. Because at the moment, as soon as that just before that first goal for Raiders, they started to get the game swinging in their favour, and since then they've scored 2, and FK Beograd haven't been able to reply.
Michael Jakobsen to make way. Only just less than half an hour into this one, unfortunately. A magnificent player, and unfortunate to lose him so early. Clark. Falco. Ball's only heading into Josh Kavanagh. Just confirming that substitute being Alexander Banjak. Looks to be like for like at centre back for Beograd.
Yeah, they've made a tactical change as well. From what I can tell, looks like they've actually pushed Mas Falco into left back to deal with Busasa. They've pushed Koike inside into the middle of the park. So it's quite an interesting way that they've looked to deal with this. They've pushed Konstantopoulos. So it's almost been a complete reshuffle, Seb. They've pushed Trimboli over to the right-hand side. Konstantopoulos has come over onto this left-hand side. And Koike's gone into effectively the middle of the park. So that's a bit of a change to go from your left back into effectively a number 10 role. But they clearly saw that Basasa was causing the issues. That, as I said, that break might have just given them a chance to make some changes, and that's what they've certainly done.
Pass just not making it from Corbo to Basasa. Keita. Zafridis. Looking central. Gets to Basasa. In more than enough space to try and cause havoc against Clark. Puts it into the centre for Campbell. The ball comes in. Kavanagh getting in the way once again.
Yeah, the ball should never have got that far across, and in the end it's gone from the right all the way around the left. Kimishima with the ball across, and Thompson at the far post. And Kavanagh, carrying his form from the other week, made himself massive and managed to make the save.
FK Beograd looking forward now. Poor touch in the end. Gets that one not working.
Yeah, it's a shame because Koike did well to catch Raiders off guard and win the ball back. But yeah, just the final touch or the final pass at the moment is just eluding FK Beograd. And just a quick round the grounds while we can. Mount Barker in State League 2, Mount Barker, Eastern United currently 1 each.
Sure, there'll be some very interested onlookers seeing that one.
There certainly will be, especially our podcast. We picked all Barker to lose, so. And last time Barker got a draw, it cost the coach from the opposing team his job. Not saying that was the only reason, but it played a part.
More from around the grounds, of course. The games last night, just reminding you, 5-0 win. It's for Metro against Para Hills at the Paddocks. A 2-2 draw between Croatia and Adelaide Olympic, which was quite spectacular in the end, coming from 2-0 down.
I watched that game. It was I was cheering on whoever was losing at the time because I picked a draw in that game and it finished as 2-2 is what I picked.
And then Modbury continuing Adelaide City's poor form and winning 2-0 at Smith Partner Stadium.
Yeah, Adelaide City just really off the boil at the moment, really struggling in general.
Regis Queflek giving a yellow card. Neon Crew, I think, tried to continue, but just couldn't with the impact that I think that tackle had on him.
Yeah, just Thompson just catching him a little late. I think Neon Crew just caught him for speed, and he's just clipped him. But it's a shame because I think if Neon Crew could have continued that, it would have really opened the game. He was effectively facing the back four. And so Thompson takes one for the team there, but he was quick to apologise.
They'll play out from the back here. Beric still with the ball at his feet. Couldn't get the touch, could Udai Koike. Busasa having plenty of impact on this match so far. Just over half an hour in. Nyonkuru now with Clark. Keeps the ball central. Wide pass, it's well done to Konstantopoulos. Making his way into the box. Good for an opportunity here. Done well by Vincent Barbaro, but the shot perhaps not too threatening either.
No, it was straight at him. It was a good height for him to take, but much better play there from FK Beograd. They just need to keep replicating that. Managed to find Kyorka in some space. Unfortunately, he just could not pick a side of the keeper and went straight down his throat.
Busasa couldn't make that cross that time around. Ball just bouncing all over the place, really. Campbell. Corbo making the run in. Poor cross in. Another goal kick.
Should we continue those round the grounds from today? We moved from last night. Seb, what else have we got?
Of course, earlier on we had that 4-0 today, earlier on at Campbelltown in the way of Adelaide Comets in State League 1. We had Adelaide Blue Eagles winning 3-0 against West Hornsby Calla, 2-0 win for Cumberland against Salisbury United, a 3-2 win for Fulham United away from home against Adelaide Victory, and Vipers winning 4-2 against Playford. Big shock that one is.
That's certainly upset of the round, that one. We were certainly, the way Playford have been playing, we certainly didn't see that coming. So massive result there for Fulham and really helps them in the league there.
And then finally in State League 2 for the men, 3-0 win away from home for Pontian Eagles against Cove, a 3-0 win at home against Gawler Eagles for Adelaide Uni. 3-1 win at home for Adelaide Hills Hawks against Port Adelaide. And then Northern Demons 3-0 away to Noarlunga United as Croatia Raiders look to put another ball in.
A couple of some surprising results there as well. Pontians 3-0 over Cove. At Cove, I think Cove, we expected that to be a little bit more of a fortress, and that's a big win for Pontians. And Adelaide Hills over Port Adelaide. I didn't see that one coming. I just thought Port would have enough there to beat Hills, who haven't been in the best of form, and that's better there from FK Beograd.
We do have an update on Michael Jakobsen, which we'll get down to in a minute after this attack. FK Beograd looking good going forward here for the corner. Johnny, we'll go back down to you quickly for an update on the condition of Michael Jakobsen.
Yeah, so it is a groin injury that he has sustained in this match. So coming in, I think there was a little bit of a niggling thing there, but to begin with. But yeah, it's definitely a groin injury. That's the reason why he's been subbed off, unfortunately. So hopefully it's not too serious that he misses any more games than maybe at least a week. But we'll see what happens. But at this stage, all I know is a groin injury that he sustained in that earlier on.
Thanks, Johnny. This cross to come in. Only cleared as far as Lujic, who does only get it upwards. Lujic still with it. Stefan Mateo getting the touch on that one, but Tanoa nowhere in particular. Konstantopoulos looking for the through ball, which was cut out by Yudo Ikeda. But after those early stages where FK Beograd seemed to be in the ascendancy, they've not really done much else since, Mark.
No, they haven't. They've had their flashes or moments of going forward and looking like they could create something. But again, it's always come back down to the final touch, the final through ball, or the shot just not being good enough at this present moment. So hopefully that's effectively what they need to work on in this last few minutes of the first half and moving into the second. And this is the battle that we saw Deloya have to take care of, pushing Falco back to left back.
Busasa. Well done there by the young man, the 18-year-old.
Just see Regis there shrug of the shoulders. There's not a lot he could do with not calling that.
There's free kick to come. Zafridis to have the strike on goal. Not threatening whatsoever. Johnny, we'll go back down to you. What do you have for us?
Well, LA United's game was postponed for tomorrow, which means players are back here in South Australia not having anything on. And I just spotted Nestor Nkunda, who's in the crowd tonight. So he's here to support his former side in LA Croatia Raiders. So he's just arrived here for the spectacle. So we know how much he loves getting amongst the local game. I'll keep an eye out on any other familiar faces in the crowd as well.
I've got one for you, John. We've got Barnett's brother here as well.
Saw Yaya Dukuli as well from Adelaide United.
Jeez, we're just name dropping at the moment.
And I think I don't know if he's here yet, but he did mention he might be here as well from Adelaide United. Matt Mays as well, so just keep an eye on him.
Yeah, currently out with an ACL injury, unfortunately. We hope he gets well soon.
That's it.
I think when we said... Back to you.
Beograd just trying to threaten. But Croatia just needing to deal with the ball out of defence. Busasa doing well. That pass might just make it, does so. Thumping clearance from Barnett there. Ball put forward. Final 5 minutes of the first half. No one winning the header there. Clark will happily take and reset for FK Beograd. Yudo Ikeda getting in the way of those through balls once again. Mateo. Nyonkuru now. Clark. Nyonkuru will receive it back. Has plenty of space to go forward and impress. Can't do so, unfortunately, for FK Beograd. And a yellow card to Callum Campbell. Perhaps just a bit of a late challenge there on their number 8.
Yeah, he certainly went in very strongly, and when you dive in like that, unfortunately, straight on, you run the risk of getting a yellow card. He's lucky that Kyoike could roll with the tackle and come out of it unscathed. But yeah, you always run that risk. If you're diving in straight on, you're going to run a risk of getting booked. And that's the third yellow card for Raiders.
Jason Konstantopoulos over this free kick for FK Beograd. Looks to take the effort on himself. Maybe shouldn't have in the end.
Look, he was lining up to hit that, and it was a good 35 to 40 yards out, so it was going to take something special. Unfortunately, he did not hit that well at all, but it just shows you how well Raiders have defended in this half to force Beograd to be shooting from there, especially on a set piece. That it was very central, so it did make it hard to look for crossing, but it shows the Raiders, the defence has been working very solid, very strong, and working well together to push FK Beograd to those sorts of efforts on target, on goal, which certainly aren't on target.
Minute away from entering additional time here. Looking to find a way through. How the game would change if they can get a goal before the halftime break for Beograd.
Just a quick round the grounds before half-time. The only other game I believe that is being played at the moment is Mount Barker and Eastern United. Mount Barker just taken the lead and are 2-1 up over Eastern United.
These leagues never fail to disappoint or surprise across both men's and women's.
That is a certainty.
Going from range, easy for Kavanagh to catch.
Yeah, in Kavanagh's form at the moment, that's bread and butter for him. He's been in outstanding form. And to be honest, I'll give the early shout out. He's actually leading my Goalkeeper of the Year for our podcast. He's leading our Goalkeeper of the Year votes at this present moment. He's been fantastic for FK Beograd.
Into additional time here at the Croatian Sports Centre for Robert Nyonkuru. The pass working out. Falco. Nyonkuru back with it in midfield. The pass just making it. Brilliant tackle there Kimishima out to the left wing. Diving in for that challenge is Gonning. And then going again for it, committing a foul in the process.
Very interesting conversation or team talk that's facing Adrian Deloy at this half-time as we approach it. He's really got to find something moving forward. Their build-up plays fine up until they get to that final third, and that's when they seem to fall over. The last touch, the final ball, is just not happening. It's just not getting past those Raiders defenders in Barnett and Ikeda, who have been fantastic. So he's got a bit of work to do at half-time.
Campbell puts the ball in for probably the last attacking opportunity of the match for either side, or the half, sorry, I should say.
Yeah, good cross in, and Van Jack's done well to get a piece of it. It's very close to what from up here looked like he could have handballed that quite easily, but he's managed to keep his arms away and seen out for a corner. But this might be the last attack of the half.
Corner not really coming to anything initially, but then the shot from range on the edge of the box does the same. They'll take the corner once again, however. This final corner, you'd think, to come in for this half. 2-0 looks to be the way it's going at the half-time break for Croatia Raiders, unless they do something from this. Corner comes in. Still within reason to attack now. Regis Quefleck with the whistle to his mouth, bringing the end of the first half. And there's been plenty to talk about, Mark.
Yeah, there certainly has been. FK Beograd started off really, really well, had Raiders under pressure, but Raiders eventually built themselves up, got themselves back into the game. Then they scored, and unfortunately from there, FK Beograd haven't really created anything. They've really struggled in that final third. Raiders do need to be a bit careful. They're the team with all the bookings, so they've got to be careful in that second half. But yeah, definitely, Raiders definitely the team in the better position, deserve the lead. So we'll see what this second half can bring.
Don't go anywhere. Half-time here at the Croatian Sports Centre. It's Adelaide Croatia Raiders 2, FK Beograd 0. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community. preventing social isolation, and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls, and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner, and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! That's another one for my protect. It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
Here come our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair up the double. There's the gun float. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
In their first goal there, but now we look here to kick off between Flinders and Adelaide Comets. McDonald Hall. Ball comes in. Sugihara gets the touch. Captured there by Molino. Comets getting another opportunity. Answers as of yet, but Flinders doing well to hold their own. The effort from range. Oh, wow. An unbelievable finish.
What a goal.
Comets will be facing Western Strikers of the WSL. We'll just hold off on that now while Adelaide Comets look to get forward. Sugihara. Opportunity arises for Flinders, easily caught by Chekowitz. Having the effort from range. Oof. Inter not having a great start to the season. Flinders looking like a completely different side from last year. Comets with the opportunity. Cleared away, falls to Nicola. We've got a few players. The ball just needing to be dealt with here.
Yeah, happy for Liv. She's one of the most hard-working people I know, and just let that play out. Yeah, she's one of the most hard.
Nicola. Ball through. Hazelwood. Great save just to keep it out by Molino. Concedes the corner, however. Through ball for Nicola. Has it wide again through Hazelwood. In plenty of space. Has the shot. Captured by Molino. Hankins looking for Hazelwood.
Jeez Louise.
Ball delivered in. Headed away to Beale. On the edge of the box. Has the shot.
Oh my gosh.
Bethany Beale with the equaliser. And you can't say they didn't deserve it. Unbelievable. Can't complain. Ball comes in. Headed away. Referee has the whistle to his mouth.
Wow.
And full time. Flinders with that late equaliser through Bethany Beale. Seals the point. And you'd have to say that'd be a point gained and 2 points lost for Adelaide Comets after holding out for so long.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
And the future is orange for Stratmine. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comets to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance and then some.
Italian derby tonight. I think that's why they've got us on here, haven't they?
Yeah, I reckon they've looked at our backgrounds and thought, let's get these boys on. But we'll go through the starting lineups of both sides, starting with the home side, Adelaide City. Number 4, Arok. Yeah, it's one of his first chances here for Adelaide City. Paddy Carachia. He's come on in the first 5 games so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do from the start here. And I'm sure he's played there. And then obviously you've got on the Campbelltown side, Josh Murray coming against his former team in Adelaide City. And you've got Alexander Woodlands, Joel Allwright as well. James Buff obviously misses out tonight, but he was a former City player as well. As we see them kick off. Nips past the rock, whips one in. Marino. Matsumoto just past the post there. First chance for Campbelltown kind of Eels, so maybe that's the avenue for them so far in this game. It's Bressan now. Near post this time. No header. Cleared off the line. It's Carachia who gets the goal and opens the scoring here for Adelaide City. Scoring his first for the club, Connie. Maury, though, he's away here with Stokes. Goes first time, Maury. Just past the post. Didn't probably connect on it as he would like, but counter-attack here from Adelaide City. Marino, no foul, says the referee. Mark Marino's in behind. Chips him. Just past the post. What a chance for Campbelltown. Good triangle play there. Matsumoto. Maury again picks it up. Maury, is he tripped? Referee says yes, and it's a penalty for Campbelltown.
Fairly easy decision for referee Daniel Faulkner to make.
It's Alex Mullen now looking to extend his lead as the top scorer in this fixture. Alex Mullen, the captain. Top corner, equalised for Campbelltown City. 1-1 here.
An absolute rocket into the roof of the net.
Couldn't find anyone. Jake Halliday now, does he wind up and shoot? He does, Jake Halliday! What a save from Oshenham. I could see him winding that one up from a mile away. But 4 of those goals were for Adelaide City against Campbelltown. It's a goal from Josh Murray. City's boy is Campbelltown's man. And he gets the early goal for Campbelltown to put him 2-1 ahead. What a volley into the top corner from him. Murray slipped in behind again this time. He's going to look to square it. He does square it to Marino! And he's scored his 5th goal against Adelaide City, Mark Marino. And they take an unassailable 3-1 lead, Connie. Centofanti in the wrong area, unfortunately. Adam Piscineri lines up. Off the crossbar from Adam Piscineri. Fantastic strike from him, but he couldn't get it to dip all the way down. And good tackle though on Matsumoto. Deliver with his left foot, he does. Not a dangerous enough area though, and it's straight into the hands of Woodlands. Good fight though from Bucco there. That's secured 3 points for them. It's also a red card in that West Holmes Bacala vs Cumberland game. And there's full time here at Adelaide City Park. And the away side has come away in the derby with a 3-1 win, and some excellent goals here from Campbelltown City.
Welcome back to the second half here at the Croatian Sports Centre between Adelaide Croatia Raiders and FK Beograd. I'm your commentator, Seb O'Neill, joined by Mark Talbot. Mark, 2-0 up at the home side in this half. What should we expect as we get underway?
I think it's going to be very much the same as the first half of this second half, unless FK Beograd can come out and really change the game and do something. But at the moment, Croatia with the ball going forward. But yeah, FK Beograd really need to take it to Croatia now and try and get themselves back into this game. Like I said, that halftime chat from Agent Deloy is really key in how FK Beograd set up this second half. There appears to be no changes from either side, either at the half.
Day slowly turning tonight here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Just gone past 6 p.m. here in Adelaide. It'll be Josh Kavanagh to take this free kick. You're just joining us. FK Beograd had a decent start to the first half until they conceded a penalty early on, which was won by Frank Busasa and put away by Katsuyoshi Kimishima. And then since, haven't really looked back.
No, Raiders certainly haven't looked back from that moment on, or just before the penalty. So it's all in FK Beograd's hands to get this game back into their favour, and but the way they've been going, the way FK Beograd have attacked, they've just lacked that final third quality. But yeah, FK Beograd, they started really brightly, they started really well, and then after that, it's Raiders just played themselves into the game.
Throw-in for FK Beograd. Sure, Adelaide Croatia Raiders will be very happy with this 2-goal buffer, but I think, say it quietly as a neutral, I do think we want some more goals from both sides.
Oh, we certainly do, but anyone in this game knows that 2-0 can be a very dangerous scoreline. We've seen it just this weekend. 2-0 results turning to 2-all draws. So it's not a comfortable scoreline at all. So FK Beograd, if they can get their first goal, will certainly put Raiders under some pressure.
Ball on that far side now, a free kick Adelaide Croatia Raiders now going from right to left. Callum Campbell on that right wing to try and put the ball in, but not working out whatsoever.
No, I'm not sure if that was meant to be a shot or cross, but sailed high, sailed wide, and Kavanagh was happy to select the goal kick.
Jared Clark, now the only international out on the field, with Michael Jakobsen making way early on due to a groin injury. Unfortunately, a yellow card coming out here. How many is that now, Mark?
That is 4 for Raiders, and that was the first one for Corbo.
This free kick. Gonning. Go all the way back to Kavanagh. Instead, doesn't. Jared Clark puts forward. FK Beograd still in possession of the football. Beograd starting this half out quite well as they did the first. Still managing to make their way forward. Pass cut out. Free kick for Croatia Raiders. Do you think Adrian Deloy is the type to give his side a spray 2-0 down at half-time to probably their biggest rivals?
I don't think I think he's more thoughtful than just blasting players. It seems to be a bit of an older head thing these days, where they'll just go in and effectively hairdryer the team. It's a little bit more of a thought process now, more tactical, work out where they were going wrong or what wasn't working and try and improve those and guide his talks around that.
Neon Kuru puts the ball out wide. Looking for a way in. Ball comes across the face of goal. It'll be a corner. Oh, sorry, offside. My apologies.
Yeah, great cross in there from, I think it was Konstantopoulos down that left-hand side, making his way in the box. And I actually end up thinking that the shot was blocked by FK Beograd themselves. Hence why the offside was given. One thing I have noticed as well is the pitch seems to be a bit soft underfoot in areas. A few players have been slipping over and but overall the pitch does look very, very nice out there, a lot better than what it used to be back in my day playing here.
I was going to say, have you been on the end of a hairdryer treatment back in the day?
I certainly have, actually, and at this very club. From then coach Branko Milosevic, probably one of my favourite coaches, actually. Gave me a good hairdryer. It was at training one night.
It's not like you need it.
No, well, that's exactly right. Certainly, I did back then. I had hair back then, but no, it was a bad day at the office, and on the Saturday, he ripped into me on the Monday night at training. I've learned very quickly from then. I was still only a younger lad back then.
Free kick for FK Beograd.
FK Beograd certainly asking for a card there, but not given at all. I don't think it deserved the card either. But much better from FK Beograd at trying to get their runners, their dribblers onto the ball so that they can run at the Raiders' defence. And so far it's worked in their favour. Konstantopoulos has been the key component of that this half. He's managed to get down the line, he's managed to cut inside there. He's looking to make things happen, which is what FK Beograd need.
This free kick delivery, easily captured.
That was very well picked up there from Barbaro. Bounced right in front of him, and he's done well not only to get his body behind it, but he's also held it in what's a very difficult situation there. So very well taken.
Busasa on the right wing has been, you'd have to say, the difference maker in this game so far.
Yeah, he certainly has been. That first half Raiders outball was to him. He's quieted down a little bit since they've pushed Falco onto him, so that's clever coaching on Deloy's part there. He's found the problem. He's put Falco in, and Falco's really done the job so far on Busasa and kept him a lot quieter.
For the first time this half, we'll go cross down to a man on the sideline, Johnny Keko. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Seb and Mark. I love listening to you boys, but I love listening to the crowd as well. It's building nicely. It's a bit different in the second half, but I just came from inside the club rooms.
Hold that thought for a moment, Johnny, as FK Beograd try to get forward. Still with the ball. We'll get back down to Johnny Keko in a moment once this attack has died down or possibly a goal has come even from it. Neon Kuru looking for the ball over the top. Be the goal kick. Johnny, we'll go back down to you.
Well, the club rooms is pumping in there. It's hard to, if you want to get food, you've got to probably wait up for an hour because it's absolutely chockers in there. But there's, well, I know why, because the food in there is incredible. The chabaps, maybe a little bit of avar in a roll is something special about the Croatian Sports Centre. So anyone that's here is making the most of it tonight. But the crowd is still pumping. A big crowd even behind the dugouts, as you can see, for the second half, where I'm about to head now too.
Stefan Matteo onto the left wing, putting the ball into the box. Just a slight flick, but nothing to come to as FK Beograd also get themselves back underway. These passes needing to be almost pinpoint, and the touches just as well. Bit of talking between Manly Barnett and Udai Koike. That's what you'd imagine in a derby.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen more of it, to be honest. Both teams are keeping themselves well behaved, mostly across the board in that regard.
Ball down the right wing once again. And a penalty. The exact same spot where the first one was taken at almost the exact same time. 11 minutes into the half.
Yep. Yeah, that's what FK Beograd need to start doing more of. They're able to get, I said this earlier, that if they can get the players in behind, there's a chance to create something. And with that ball over the top, it allowed Trimboli just to get on his bike, and he goes, once he builds up a head of steam, he's hard to stop. And Akita there is the one that's come across and inside the box, and Regis pointed straight to the spot. So great chance here for FK Beograd to get one back. And as I said, if they can get one back, it's going to put that pressure on Raiders.
Like you said, one back puts that pressure on. But you think if they don't score this one, it might die down a little.
It might die down a little bit, but it certainly won't in the crowd. If Raiders make the save, if Barbaro makes this save, then their Raiders supporters will go absolutely mental in that home side of the stadium.
Konstantopoulos to try and make the first breakthrough of the match for FK Beograd against Vincent Barbaro. From the penalty spot, Jason Konstantopoulos gets the breakthrough for FK Beograd. Game on here.
Yeah, and just like the first penalty, nothing wrong with that at all. Great finish from Konstantopoulos, sent the keeper the wrong way, and he buried that in the back of the net. But that's what FK Beograd needed. They needed that goal. They've got the goal. They now need to start putting Raiders under more and more pressure. And it looks like Raiders are going to the bench.
Vlado has seen enough already. Reece Thompson to come off for Adelaide Croatia Raiders. Johnny, we'll go down to you. How's the feeling?
It is feeling good. I got here just in time for that goal. So the bench over there for FK Beograd is up, screaming their heads off with a bit of excitement because they're back in this game now. But on the other hand, little bit of disappointment from the Croatia Raiders side. But, well, I'll keep you posted on what's happening down here as we get into the final stages of this game now as it heats up.
Thanks for that, Johnny. You're right in between the benches now, so I'm sure you can hear absolutely everything that's being said, positive and or negative.
Yeah, my mic's on mute most of the time. But just quickly on the grandstand though, from this side here, first time being on this side for the night, and it's absolutely spectacular. The crowd looks a lot bigger on this side of the pitch, and even all the sponsors' corporate areas as well, packed upstairs. So it looks fantastic. A very good crowd here. I reckon over 1,000 down here tonight, possibly more.
And just to confirm, Seb, that substitution has been made with Thompson off, and a nice sub to be able to make in this game is Joaquin Byrne coming on. I'm sure he's brought him on just to sit inside in that 6 role and just really nullify FK Beograd going forward for the rest of the game. Wrestling match there, Seb. Goes in the way of Raiders.
This match, after getting that first goal for FK Beograd, has certainly started to heat things up, like Johnny said. Expect nothing less from a derby.
No, certainly not, and I expect it to heat up a lot more as well now. I think there'll be a few more rash challenges to come. A lot more wrestling off the ball, as we've just seen with Ninko Beric and Barnett there. So I expect a lot more of that, and I'm expecting a few more cards to come out the later stages of this game.
Ball in the box, cleared away. Furthest forward is Ninko Beric, the captain, on a yellow card. Got that one very early on in the half.
Very early in the first half. He's done well to not push the point since. I know it sounds rudimental, but FK Beograd really needs to go back to what got them that goal, and that was build up through the middle and then get in behind, over the top and in behind the Raiders' defence. The few times they have done it, they've had a bit of success, one of them leading to a penalty. So I think they need to go back to a little bit of that.
Brilliant work to come back there. FK Beograd back in possession of the ball. Needs to be quick, Neon Kuru. Misplaces the pass. Kimishima on here. That's a poor challenge, but no foul given, I thought.
No, Regis has called that as all ball. A bit hard to tell from where I was, but he's certainly allowed Neon Kuru to get the challenge in.
Switch ball. Just reaching him. Could they get the equaliser here, FK Beograd? Just outside of the box, looking for the effort from range.
Much better there from FK Beograd. As I said, if they can get the players in behind those full-backs and in behind the back four, they can create something. Again, they've found Konstantopoulos in behind. He set up Falco, who's hit that like a rocket. And I think Barbaro had it covered, and then it took a slight deflection. But Barbaro's done well to readjust and claim that and hold on to it. So great save there from Barbaro. It wasn't as easy as what he made it look.
Luic putting the ball through there.
Just a collision there between the two players. Going for the ball, and I think Goik has just come down hard on Nikita, and he's felt the full brunt of the weight. Goik's that big, but when you fall on someone like that, you certainly feel it. He's back up and moving.
Free kick to come. Now into this game, as you hear the chant starting ever more so. Johnny, will cross back down to you. Is there a feeling there might be a bit more tense down on the more Croatia Raiders side of the bench?
Yeah, there is very tense down here, as you mentioned. Well, they are a little bit tense there. A little bit of frustration coming from the Beograd side as well.
Yep, continue on, Johnny.
And, well, it's the coach, obviously, Adrian Deloya, has been very vocal since I've been over here. And just with that little collision earlier, just signalling to referee Regis Kwefelek, just don't believe it. You know, don't believe everything that's happening on the pitch, because he feels like it's going a little bit more to the Croatian way by the sounds of things down here. But tensions are definitely building. You can tell this is a real rivalry with a lot of history behind it, boys. And I think as we read into the final 25 minutes, it's going to be tastier, just like the Chivap's.
Ball to come into the box. Barbaro just punching away. The strike nowhere near the face of goal.
Ball into a dangerous area. Barbaro's done really well. Come out, big punch. Couldn't get as much distance as he would have liked, that's for sure. But Konstantopoulos just stretching and rushing himself a little bit.
Another effort going too high.
One thing I've noticed, just looking at that shot there from Querke, guy over the bar, they've got a bit of a net behind the goal for those shots, but to be honest, that net needs to be about another 30 feet higher. Do they not watch the same games we watch sometimes? That's not even another goal height above the goals. I think they need to go higher next time, but yeah, just seems very low.
Johnny said earlier, this game, one baked in history, the first ever fixture between these two. Saturday the 7th of May, 1960. 63 years and 11 months and 13 days to the date. That fixture was played at Hanson Reserve, which Croatia Raiders came out 1-0. Different scoreline here today in 2024. Ball comes in. Just needs the hit. He gets it! 2-2! Offside! Barbaro goes quick. Off his line is Kavanagh. Jared Clark needs to deal with him. Well done. It's a yellow card to Jared Clark.
I think he booked Radici. I think he's booked Radici there for the challenge on Clark after he cleared. But very clever from Barbaro there to realise that FK Beograd were caught out. But I'd love to see that again I'd love to see a replay on that, but did not pick the offside there.
Ball going back for the free kick.
Oh, that was tight. I'd love to, if I had the opportunity, I'd slow that down multiple times, but that's getting a little bit nitpicky there. But yeah, great work from Barbaro. Good FK Beograd, great build-up play. This is what happens when they start to get the players in behind. They can make things happen. But such good thinking from Barbaro there to release.
A long throw right into the centre there. Campbell looking to turn. Busasa making his way down the right wing. Still with the ball. Cuts it back. Good save by Kavanagh.
Yeah, great work there from Busasa. As we know, he's our danger man at the moment. He was in the first half. Falco's kept him pretty quiet up until that point there, but Kavanagh with a great save there to back up his defender. So great work.
Once again, referee Regis Kweflek into this 100th game, just looking for any pushing and shoving happening in the box, making sure it's not going on, and able to get this corner taken. Swings inward, headed away. Callum Campbell looks to touch down. Corbo to put the ball into the middle. Easy foul for Regis Kweflek to call there. Free kick for FK Beograd. "20 minutes to go in this huge match. A lovely turn from Katsuyoshi Kimishima.
Yeah, this game's really starting to liven up now if it wasn't live enough before. It's mistakes are being made. Players are able to get in behind. Chances are starting to happen.
That ball to Noah in particular.
Just a quick round the grounds while we can, Seb. Mount Barker still 2-1 up over Eastern United in State League 2. Can they hold out for their first win of the season?
We'll cross back down to Johnny on the sidelines, right in between the benches. Just in a moment, actually, Stefan Matteo on the left wing, looking to make inroads. Kimishima just had that wonderful opportunity. Callum Campbell. FK Beograd have it for the time being, and they still try and get forward through Ninko Beric. Ball out wide. Good challenge that comes in. Busasa twisting and turning his opposite man. Johnny, we'll go back down to you quickly. Any action do you think will be happening soon from the benches?
I think there might be something coming from the FK Belgrade side very shortly. They're just getting, looks like they're getting prepared for a substitution very soon. But, well, I've just pretty much double up as a ball boy right now because
I did see you have a touch earlier on, yeah.
Adrian Deloya did ask me to pick up the ball quickly and pass it to him so he can get it underway as soon as possible after that no-goal call earlier. But so now just doubling up as a ball boy and a sideline reporter.
If he's asking you to do that, how about you ask him for the next sub and give us a heads up?
I will do so, boys. I will do so. And also a quick shout-out to Adam Butler, who's in the crowd. It's good to see him back out taking photos of this spectacular night in South Australia.
Thanks, Ian. Johnny, for all the info we need and more, especially when it comes to food.
And the conversations down here have been great. Speaking to grandparents and parents of the players.
Be a corner.
Great work all over there from Raiders to play from back to front. And able to get the cross in, but FK Beograd come up with a clearance.
They'll get another corner coming in here. Under 20 minutes left. This corner coming in for the back post. Stefan Matteo completely mishitting it. Still with the ball, however. Puts it in. Headers to the back post. Needs to be dealt with. Claims of, not sure if it's a foul or a handball there. I think anything they would have taken.
I wasn't sure they were taking anything there. Kavanagh happily pounces on that.
Busasa, brilliant strength. I think the crowd definitely saw something which the referee didn't. I think they're claiming maybe a hand.
Yeah, Raiders certainly wanting a handball there. And they've even given up the ball that was still in play. They'd actually given the ball up, asking Regis for a handball there. And again, Busasa making things happen down that right-hand side. He's starting to find himself in a little bit more space at the moment as FK Beograd try and get back into this game. Yeah, certainly asking for a handball.
I think maybe they might have said it might look where he lands, maybe?
It's the player had his hand on the ground to support him, so I don't think that's the new handball rules. I don't think that constitutes as a handball.
Yeah, the supporting hand, sir.
Yep. Jared Clark, very cool, calm and collected there at the back.
Didn't care. Completely ignored it. Yudo Ikeda. Kimishima. Looking to release the ball to a teammate. Zafridis. Gets past one, then two, then has the shot. Mateo will let it go out for the corner kick.
Yeah, he's done very well there, cutting on his non-favoured right foot. And the shot's blocked.
Headed away. Only to the edge of the box. Zafridis gets the touchdown. Stefan Mateo in plenty of space to take on his man. Gets past one, then has the shot. Out for the goal kick. 15 minutes left. And there is that substitute. Oliver Trimboli to come on for Adelaide Croatia Raiders.
You'd think there'd be a straight swap for Paul Radic. I think every game that Oliver Trimboli's come on to, I think bar one or maybe two now. I think he came on the other week and didn't score, but every time he comes on, he scores at the moment. So he's been a bit of a super sub. So I think Raiders are certainly hoping for that today.
And we'll cross it down to Johnny. I think it's Craig Shearer to come on as well for FK Beograd.
Yes, it is Craig Shearer that's preparing to come on. Just having a chat with assistant coach, just what the instructions are as he comes on. And also Serjan Simez as well from FK Beograd when they played Croatia back in 2005 in the Cup final. He's on the bench as well. He's very passionate about today. He knows oh so well what this rivalry means. And it might be a familiar foe to you, Mark, as well on that occasion back in 2005.
Yeah, I know Serjan quite well. We played against each other and he did come out on top that day. But yeah, he certainly was there that day. He's still heavily involved, obviously, with FK Beograd, and it's great to see former players like himself still involved and have a big influence on such a big club.
And he played in the game back in 2017 as well, so he's very well involved in this rivalry, so much with the history.
Just to confirm, the change there, Shearer has come on, and he's come on for Anthony Trimboli for FK Beograd.
Trimboli on, Trimboli off.
Makes it easier for us.
Chested down. Neon Kuru still managing to make their way through. Referee waving off any possible shouts of a penalty there, which is fair enough. Jared Clark perhaps getting a nosebleed, getting up so far forward. FK Beograd on the attack. Koike putting the ball in there.
Really good ball in, and run was a little late from Shearer, but great opportunity to get that ball in.
Beograd still looking for that equaliser they had earlier on, which was disallowed. Could get it from the corner here. This game doesn't know the meaning of the word disappointment. The ball comes in. The header. Furthest forward for Raiders is Busasa. Won't get it this time around. Still battling for it. Croatia throw. Craig Shearer. Have heard he's got quite a wonderful strike on the ball.
Yeah, he certainly does. He's probably one of the best finishers in the team as well.
Ball stays in. Mistake. Corner kick.
Yeah, recovered there from Barbaro. He's come out for the ball, not claimed it, dropped it, and I think that was Falco sitting there at the far post, unable to make it count because Barbaro's got himself back into position and made the block. He's got to be careful there. If he comes out, he's got to take it.
Corner taken short. Ball comes in on the right foot. Falls nicely. For Shearer. Two-two in the derby. And what a final 10 minutes we have here. This game does not know how to disappoint. Unbelievable.
No, it certainly doesn't know how to disappoint as we brings it back to 2 apiece now. I said if FK Beograd could get that first goal, then all the pressure is on Raiders. And they've seemed to have struggled a little bit with the change that Shearer's come on. Great change up from the corner as well. Instead of just putting it into the box, have gone short, then put it in, changed the angle, and it's fallen beautifully. And I just said Shearer's one of the best finishers in this team. He just pops up with a left foot volley, and unfortunately for Barbaro, there's no way he can stop that. It's game on, Seb. It's all to play for.
Game even more in the balance than it was before. Just as we were talking about the strikeouts on the ball as well.
Mate, commentators curse. We talk about it, it happens. What a great finish it was from Shearer. And that's what they brought him on for. They brought him on, give him half a chance in and around the box. He's going to put it on target, and he did so there. And like I said, what a great finish it was. FK Beograd now certainly in the ascendancy. And Raiders now have to dig in. They have to see out the next couple of minutes and then try and play themselves back into this game.
The FK Beograd supporters have certainly come even more to life since that equaliser. It's been a game of two halves, really, you could say.
Yeah, it certainly has been. I mean, Beograd had the start of the first half, and then they started off again really well in the second half, but then they went a little bit quiet. But yeah, Raiders had more play. But
lovely ball from Trimboli. Busasa is one-on-one. Just needs to finish. Busasa! 3-2 in the derby. And it's that young man once again.
We said Busasa is the game changer for Raiders in this game. He's won the penalty in the first half. He's just gone and scored the third goal, and he's gone straight over to the FK Beograd supporters. It'll be interesting to see what happens here now. There's been a bit of a shot, but it was actually not Ninko Beric that shoved Busasa. He's actually tripped over his own player there. That's certainly livened this game up again. FK Beograd now have got to come back.
Johnny, down to you.
Wow, boys. Wow. I'm soaking up all the action down here. Getting very heated between the two coaches. And, it's I can watch the grandstand from up here, and it's phenomenal, the reactions that happened so far. But what a turnaround from this game we're on now, boys. This is the magic of this rivalry, just the passion coming out in here. And, I think we've still got one more goal in us. So we'll see how we go, boys, but it's very, very loud.
I don't think they'll turn around, Johnny's. I just think it's the twists and turns of the game, mate.
It is incredible. And just looking at the ladder as well, they were only 1 point away from top spot in for Raiders. They went down back to 5th place, which was 3 points away from top spot. So this goal again is exactly what they want now and puts them back up 1 point away in 4th position. So it's incredible how tight the top 5 is at the moment. And my right ear, which is open, is going to be very sore afterwards because it's very loud down here. A lot of banging on the fence as well.
Well, you're lucky you're not this side, Johnny, because you would have been covered in beer.
I actually wish I was, but...
Mate, let's put this way, if you were driving home and got pulled over, the cops would think you were drunk with the amount of beer you would have had spilt on you.
Mate, it's almost like Live Golf, which is next week, so that's what it looks like from this angle.
This game heating up ever so much.
It certainly is. I'm expecting a red card now, Seb, in the last 6+ time added. I'm expecting a red card.
There's definitely an event. There's an event still to happen that hasn't occurred yet. Whether that be a red card, an equaliser, a finisher.
We just don't know. With the amount of twists and turns we got in this game, Seb, we just don't know.
But knowing football, this could be it.
After all that, it could just finish out and peter off and that's game over. Let's hope not. Let's hope there's something else in this game. I reckon there is.
Ball over the top. No one's in the box there, and easy for Vincent Barbaro to have. To confirm as well, no cautions or talking tos being given after that goal for whatever went on there. Busasa went to go and celebrate in front of the FK Beograd crowd, knowingly so.
Oh, definitely. And his own player, Corbo, was the first one there to get him away. And Beric was obviously there as well to try and usher him away. But one of the Raiders players did go over. And I think they were trying to get Beric in a bit of trouble, but it was he'd fallen over, tripped over his own feet, really.
Lovely touch from Stefan Matteo. This could be the finisher. Nearly through the legs did Stefan Matteo go.
This game is just end to end. It's opened right up. And what a save from Josh Kavanagh, keeping his team in the game at this stage.
Less than 5 minutes left. Absolutely no clue of what to expect. Kimishima, Matteo gets the strike completely wrong.
Yeah, he's just tried to find the far corner there and completely mishit that. But this is what's going to happen now. This game is going to open up, spread out. Looks like Beric is taking a leave of absence, Johnny.
Yep. We'll go back down to you, Johnny. What are the substitutes coming?
We've got 2 substitutions coming on. Thomas Love and Maxim Ivanic coming on for FK Belgrade, and Beric making way for one of them now. So got double substitution. Hopefully it can, for Beograd's sake, they'll be trying to change things up now to try and get back in this.
Daniel Goni also to come off. He's come off on this close side, making his long way around the pitch. I think avoiding the Croatian side on purpose.
Which also will mean a change of formation for FK Beograd. They're obviously really going to go for it now. They've gone to the 3 at the back. They've got Clark, Banjak and Falco at the back. I think that's Falco's 3rd position for the game. I think that's pushed Ivanic all up top. I dare say Love probably just play in behind him.
Ball falls through, does come in. Craig Shearer once again with the ball at his feet.
Just wouldn't sit for him there because he was certainly looking to turn onto that left boot.
Ball comes into the box. Almost falls silent this ground every time there's an opportunity for it. Out of either nervousness or excitement. Even from us too, I don't know what to say half the time.
It's certainly like that, isn't it? As Raiders on the attack again.
Kimishima. Stefan Mateo, who received that pass back.
Kimishima drawing the foul there from Luic. I think, I'm not quite sure that was a foul, but that's why I'm up here in the box. And just a quick round of grounds. While we've got a stoppage in place at Mount Barker 2, Eastern United 1. So Mount Barker holding out. There can't be too much longer left, and I do believe that they have made the change with their goalkeeper as well. So hopefully it's nothing serious for James Clappers in the Mount Barker goal. But I'll keep an eye on that one during the week, and I'll have an update. I know Alessio will have an update for us in the next pod, I'd say. But back to the game here.
Entering additional time here. Additional time's Nori when the game gets even more exciting. Twisting and turning his way around. Ball in the midfield. Hasn't fallen through. Mateo. Again looking for the ball over the top. Can he keep it in, Campbell? Yes, he does.
And there's a card.
One of those challenges that just have to be made sometimes, especially this late on in the match.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If he doesn't take him down there, Campbell's in behind and bearing down on goal. So he's lucky it was wide that he was able to only take the booking. But that's Falco with the booking as well now. They'll certainly take their time with this free kick.
Already about to enter the second minute of additional time at the Croatian Sports Centre. As it stands, the 3 points going the way of the 3-2 winners as it stands with Adelaide Croatia Raiders. Kimishima takes it into the corner. FK Beograd starting it from the back to try and get forward with it. Get the ball into midfield. Shearer puts it into the centre. Needs to touch it down. Jared Clark made his way all the way up the pitch to try and make an impact. Good pass. I don't think I've heard the crowd this silent all night, Mark.
No, both supporters are dead silent at the moment. FK Beograd in the hope that they can get the equaliser. Raiders hoping they can keep FK Beograd out.
Nyonkuru to put the ball in. Barbaro catches and jumps high.
A great take there from Barbaro. And certainly take his time with this one. You just got to look at how much. Don't think there could be too much time apart from the substitutions. We haven't had too many stoppages in the game, so they can't be too long.
Missed header there. Trimboli. Jai Kingburn. Mateo just has to finish. Oh, it's gone wide. High and wide.
Yeah, that certainly would have sealed it there. I think it was Bajic at the back, just caught out a little bit. Raiders going to the bench.
Johnny, what's the substitute we have?
It's Matthew Majetic, who's been sitting on the sidelines for about, I reckon, 5 or 10 minutes, waiting to come off on with his bib off for a while. So I think they've just been waiting for the right moment, and now is that moment for him to make his way on for the final moments. And yeah, you were right earlier about the quietness here in the stadium or in the grounds. It has been absolutely quiet the last few minutes. So I think it's the nerves building up on either side.
That's Majetic coming off. They've taken off Campbell, who was on a card, and taken him off late, very late in stoppage time, or added time. And the Croatian supporters now starting to find their voice, knowing there can't be too much longer left.
Matthew Majetic has been at Raiders for 13 years now. almost grown up with the club. Those sorts of moments are ones you want to have, especially in a derby like this. Both jumping for that. Nearly in the 5th minute of additional time. Neon Kuru. Jared Clark. It's gone all the way up the pitch. FK Beograd really putting everything they can forward.
I'm not sure I'm seeing that right, but at the moment it's saying that Mount Barker are 4-1 up.
Neon Kuru. Into the really closing stages now. That pass not making it. Will go out for the throw.
Right, so there's 3-1. Just see. I think it's 3-1, yeah. Mount Barker have gone 3-1 up over Eastern United. It's been a weekend full of surprises.
Could we continue to have them here?
Is there still one more twist in this tale, Seb?
Frank Busasa, brilliant pace and strength. Also a foul there. Busasa just causing havoc. Anyway, just to get this game done. Nearly into the 7th minute of additional time. We'll go back down to Johnny. Johnny, have we heard any complaints of how long additional time is? We're not complaining.
No, there hasn't been any complaints, but I was trying to listen in when Vlado was asking the linesman, and I heard 6 minutes was the minimum. So that's what it's looking at. So we're at the 96th minute now. So I think that should be very, very well done very soon. Maybe another minute to go, maybe, after a little bit of stoppage in the last few minutes. But we're getting very close now. So no, there's been no complaints on this end at any stage.
Is this the final kick of the match? Not so yet. Full time here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Adelaide Croatia Raiders come out 3-2 winners in the end. All 3 points staying here at the Croatian Sports Centre.
Yeah, what a game that turned out to be. I mean, Raiders 2-0 up. They've let FK Beograd back in the game at 2 apiece, and then they scored the winner straight after FK Beograd equalised. What a way to win it, as the Raiders supporters certainly show their support.
We'll see if we can get a post-match interview from Johnny in a moment. But what a game we've just had, Mark.
It was just fantastic. As we said, there'll be plenty of twists and turns, but this is what the local football league does with us here. It can send us on a roller coaster of emotions, just like today.
Johnny, we'll cross down to you. Who have you got with you?
I'm down here with Manly Barnet. No, nothing. This game doesn't mean more to anyone than Manly, who's been part of this club for most of your life. Croatian background. How important is it to now get the win against them? It was a hard one as well towards the end.
It's amazing, man. We knew from the start we had to come out and go at them. Make sure it's not fucking easy for them coming here. Second half, obviously, a few goals went in. Wasn't what we wanted, obviously. We just had to dig deep there. Obviously got the third one, and then from there we just needed to see the game out for the 3 points, and, mate, couldn't be fucking happier.
Sorry about that, but we know how passionate you are to be in this game. What do you think it means now to finally have those 3 points? And you're only 1 point away from top spot now.
I know, onwards and up from here. We just want to go as far as we can. There's no ceiling for us. We're going to try and go all the way this season, and let's see what happens, eh?
Well, congratulations, mate, and go and enjoy it because the crowd are absolutely pumping out there.
Cheers, mate.
Well, You can certainly hear the passion from Manly Barnett, but fair enough. Big derby, big win.
Yeah, very much so. The derby, it lived up to its name as we expected it would. It was touted as the best derby by a lot of people. The game lived up to it. It had goals, it had cards, it had some rush challenges. It had everything. The only thing it did miss was the sending off, but hey, I'm not complaining.
A great spectacle. This one was.
I think so.
And Johnny, you've got another interview for us.
Yes, we do. I know I said Manly means so much to him, but I know it means so much to this man as well. Vlado, what's it mean to win this game and get the 3 points for your side?
Honestly, all through the week, I'm a very stressful guy all through the week. I came here today, Collingwood beat Port. That was a good start. I was relaxed in the change room. I was relaxed. It means the world to me. I know Ivi Jurkovic is looking down at me, and yeah, it means the world to me. And, you know, well played, Beograd. You know, they're our rival, and, you know, full respect to them. You know, Adrian and his team, they came out and played. They tried their hardest. They gave us a game. Yeah, they gave us a game and a half. But, yeah, well done to our boys. They've just got some spirit. I love them.
Were you a bit nervous towards the end when they did get the equaliser, but did you still have a bit of faith in your side to be able to come back the way they did?
I was very nervous, Johnny. Yes, very nervous. They were coming at us. They were coming at us hard. And it's just one of their things. We got through a couple of times. They were pushing hard. We got through a couple of times. We probably could have scored another couple more on the break. But that's football.
Well, I'll let you go. Go celebrate it. Soak it up because there's a massive crowd down there who are very excited.
Thanks, Johnny. Go Pies.
Back to you, boys. What an exciting night.
Thanks, Johnny, and thanks for joining us throughout the night. Mark, we've sadly got to go, but what a game we've had tonight, and what an experience we've all had together.
Yeah, what a game, what an experience, what a night. Now we can go out and hopefully get in the club rooms and enjoy with the Croatian the players and the club.
Absolutely. Full time here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Thank you so much for joining us on your Saturday afternoon/night. In the end, 3-2, the way of the home side. Adelaide Croatia Raiders 3, FK Beograd 2.